Guardians, what is up? So, with season 22 coming upon us tomorrow, there is a lot of weapon changes that are on the horizon for this new season. And I'm not going to go over every single one. I'm going to try to particularly touch on like the major ones, like the major perks that a lot of people use, or major changes to major weapons that are used a lot in the sandbox and things of that nature. So we're going to go over a couple of those now. All right, so we're going to first start off with the double specials. So, of course, you probably may heard or not heard. Double specials was giving more heavy ammo than needed, so no longer would generate more ammo than other combinations. That's one of the things. Of course, we're going to have the zoom, range, and ADS damage fall off. It's going to be removed damage fall off benefits from zoom values, and that's going to cover pretty much the wide spectrum of all weapons. I would recommend looking into once the hotfix drop, you can kind of see those numbers in regards to the weapons and how they're affected based on what you play within the game. A couple things: adjust damage fall off for some exotics here, which is going to be Momentum More, increased damage fall off penalty for Ace of Spades, Devil's Ruin Laser, reduced damage fall off bonus. Updated reticles, going to be replacing any perks active hipfire reticle element, added perk active indicator for symmetry and Grand Overture. Grand Overture will have an adjusted charge meter positioned down the screen. So that'll be like a reticle change for those two weapons. On the weapon crafting side, we'll have increased progression gain from activity completion, which I gotta say from what it was, Guardian games, love the increase in crafting weapons a whole lot faster, and I'm glad they heard us on that, and we're going to be getting that change coming into season 22 starting tomorrow. So that'll include Trials, Crucible, Gambit, Wellspring, Legend Master, Lost Sectors, Platinum, Dares of Eternity. So progress granted from activity completion now rolls over to the next level. So you don't get like that 98% and then, you got to go run another match of Crucible or whatever the case may be. It's going to bump it out and give you that next level. Weapon levels can now be boosted from Glimmer and Enhancement Cores. Resonant and Harmonic Alloys appreciated can be exchanged at Raoul. Let's see. Neomuna Story Mission Pinnacle Challenge now grants one guaranteed Deep Sight Neomuna weapon, and Nimbus and Finch upgrades further increase drop chance of Deep Sight Neomuna weapons will be retroactive. So no more, especially how hard those weapons have been to get on Neomuna and on the and for the Throne World. That'll be where those drops will be increased at. Now, as far as it goes for weapons and things of that nature, so with hand cannons, just a big thing here. Increased reload speed, damage versus minor and major combatants in PvE. And we're going to get a new subfamily, heavy burst fires at a 2-round burst. Kind of similar to a Crimson. That'll be Warden's Law. We'll be getting a change there. Lightweight frames will be hitting a lot harder because they weren't ever. So minimum reload animation duration, things of that nature will be happening with the lightweight frames. For the sidearms, are going to have reduced base damage mainly on the aggressive frames only. You're going to have reduced size and damage of self-damage AoE, mostly going to be compressed wave frames only. I've done that quite a bit with the stasis one. Just going to say that. So I'm glad that's a change. Swords. So energies now start recharging after a short delay, increased recharge rate. Heavy attacks now unusable with any non-zero amount of energy. Heavy increased guard damage resistant, less in PvE. Guarding no longer consumes energy while taking damage. So that's a big thing there for swords. Guard duration increase. Shortest durations are buffed more. Stat values will be adjusted. Increase movement speed while blocking. Unaffected charge rate and delay still benefits from guard buffs. Example will be like Lament. BXR 55 will have a reverted zoom nerf. Basically the change they did on that some time ago. Bipod will have a reduced damage penalty. Let's see what else here. Chill Clip. Reduce slow stacks to 40 shots required to freeze. Increase from 2 to 3. So no longer triggers from Wolfpack rounds. I didn't know that was a thing. Big thing here, Monte Carlo, which I've been using a lot of with my Strand build. The new catalyst will allow you to use the bayonet on the weapon, which that's been a pipe dream for the community for quite some time, to want to be able to like, hey, let's be able to use this bayonet. So I'm glad they were able to make that happen. Quicksilver Storm fixed an ammo loading too late during the reload animation. DMT now displays the correct impact stat. Damage unchanged. It's going to be now craftable with a new trait pool. That's going to be cool. Two-Tail Fox reworked catalyst to shoot 3-shot bursts instead of 2. For class Curve, Whisper Fizzers, detonations from it generated crystals now generate Hell Barrage stacks. Shiver Quiver quick draw time now triggers when slowing enemies. Increase slow stacks when hitting players. Follows the freeze when two arrows hit. Le Monarch. Reduce draw time, reduce body shot damage, increase crit multiplier, overall crit damage lowers, reduce poison duration. That's going to be more for like PvP if I remember. Reduce number of damage ticks, deals the same total damage to players, and increase poison damage in PvE. There we go. Vest Mythic class, reduce the fire rate to match high impact auto rifles. Increase damage versus minor and major combatants. Tommy's Matchbook, adjusted scorch value from 14 plus 7 to 15 plus 5. Touch of Malice, increased final round damage in PvE. Decreased self damage. Final round damage no longer kills the user, similar to Titan Barricades. Increased health awarded from trait now works like Unrelenting. Veil of Darkness now deals arc damage and use the arc blind debuff, which stuns unstoppables. Malfeasance now displays the status buff text for Vorpal Weapon, because I never knew that. I didn't never see that. Cloud Strike, reduce lethal kill distance of the lightning strike versus player. That's a PvP thing there. Wicked Implement, creeping attrition timing window increased. Let's see. Catalyst now includes Headstone, and Teething Harvest can now be triggered by destroying stasis crystals. And then the last exotic on here is going to be Dead Messenger is now craftable with additional traits, which I'm kind of excited about that as well. Love me some Waveframe grenade launchers. So all in all, everybody, I mean, that's kind of like, I just kind of like gave you guys like the Cliff Notes version. Now it's a little bit more detail on the zooms and all that stuff. As far as how the numbers go or anything like that. So go check that out once they drop the patch notes for all of that. You can kind of see exactly all the numbers and what was changed, or did you look at past swaps? Cause I know they had that information in the past, this week in Destiny as well. Twit, sorry, not Twop. But yeah. But those are going to be the changes we'll be expecting tomorrow, and be doing some testing to see how some of these changes kind of affect the meta and PvP and things of that nature. So it's going to be fun. But all in all, everybody, I thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more videos like this from me. Aside from the normal Banshee videos, please make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up, and I will catch you, Guardians, on the next one.